Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 88 of Yuddha Kanda. In the previous chapter, we saw Indrajith noticed Vibhishana along with Lakshmana obstructing an entry into the Negrodha tree area where he used to perform the ritual in order to make himself invisible so that he will be invincible in the battle. And identifying that his secret is been divulged to the enemy Lakshmana, he used harsh words against Vibhishana, objecting him. Then Vibhishana replied back to him, saying that he never liked the demons, he never liked the character and the nature of demons, and he always think of good of the humanity, and that is why he joined hands with Rama. In the hands of Lakshmana, now Indrajitu will going to perish. Hearing Vibhishana's words, Indrajit, seething with anger, answered him with fresh invectives and advanced upon him in fury. Standing in his richly decorated chariot that was yoked to black steeds, his weapons and sword upraised, wearing his mighty, pliant, and terrible bow, and his arrows that were fatal to the enemy, resembled the destroyer Death himself. Then Lakshmana, in all his splendor, appeared before that mighty archer, standing in his car decked with ornaments, the slayer of his enemies, the valiant son of Ravana, and transported with fury. Indrajit addressed Saumitri, who was seated on Hanuman's back and resembled the rising sun, and Vibhishana also, and the foremost of the monkeys, saying, do you all behold my prowess? In an instant, a rain of arrows speeding from my irresistible bow will fall upon you in the fight like unto a shower of rain from the sky. Soon the shafts loosed from my great bow will scatter your limbs as the wind of as the wind a heap of cotton pierced by my sharp darts, spears, lances, daggers, and other weapons. This day I shall send you all to the abode of Yama. When roaring like a thunder cloud, I scatter the waves of my arrows with a steady hand in the fray. Who can stand before me? Formerly, in a night engagement with my darts that are equal to thunderbolts, I overthrew you both, leaving you unconscious with your escort. Have you forgotten about that? Since you desire to measure your strength with me, I, who in my fury resemble a venomous reptile, I deem you are anxious to enter the region of death. Hearing the taunts of Indrajita at Indra among Titans, the son of Raghu, Lakshmana, replied indignantly, it is not easy to succeed in those undertakings of which you do boast. And in fact, he who accomplishes his end alone is skillful. O you whose situation is desperate, you deem to have attained your purpose in this enterprise, which is untenable from every aspect, merely by saying, I have accomplished my end. O insane, insensate one, rendering yourself invisible on the field of battle is the procedure of a rogue. Honest men do not practice it. Since I am within the range of your shafts, O Titan, manifest your prowess. Of what use is this bragging? Thus addressed Indrajit, who was ever victorious in combat, stretched his dread bow, and with a powerful arm let fly his whetted shafts on his adversary. Discharged by him, those swift arrows, resembling venomous snakes, struck, struck Lakshmana, hissing like serpents, and the impetuous son of Ravana, Indrajita, with those arrows of extreme velocity, overwhelmed Saumitri, who was endowed with auspicious marks, whereupon the fortunate Lakshmana, his limbs pierced by those darts, covered in blood, shone like a smokeless flame. Meanwhile, Indrajita, contemplating his fate, advanced, emitting an exceedingly loud cry, and said, O Saumitri, the feathered shafts loosed upon you from my bow will rob you of your life, for their impact is mortal. This very day, O Lakshmana, bands of jackals, eagles, and vultures will descend upon you when you have fallen unconscious under my blows. Rama of perverse soul will see you, his devoted brother, struck down by my arm, your armor shattered, your bow in pieces, your head severed, you who are a warrior by birth only. To these insolent words of Ravana's son, the sagacious Lakshmana replied in measured and judicious terms, saying, Cease from boasting, O wretched Titan of crooked ways, what purpose is served by vain speech? Demonstrate your valor in action. You do want your exploits, or before you have accomplished them. To what end, O Titan, act in such a way that I may believe in your utterances? Mark how, without addressing a single word of contempt or provocation to you, and without bragging, I shall slay you, O lost of warriors. Thus speaking, Lakshmana, with 5 narachas, loosed with great force from his bow, which he stretched up to his ear, struck the Titan full in the breast, and those feathered shafts of swift flight, resembling fiery serpents, shone in the breast of the Nairatha like the rays of the sun. Struck by those darts, the son of Ravana, enraged in his turn, pierced Lakshmana with 3 well-aimed arrows. Thereupon, an appalling and fearful exchange of blows ensued between those lions among men and Titans who sought to triumph over each other. Valiant and endowed with strength, both courageous by nature, each found it hard to overcome the other, neither having his equal in energy and prowess, resembling two planets coursing through the heavens. Those 2 heroes strove so that they seemed like those 2 invincible warriors, Bala and Vritra, struggling proudly like 2 lions, standing immovable as they showered innumerable darts on each other, and that king of men and prince of the Titans fought on with extreme ardor. Thus come to the end, chapter 88 of Yuddha Kanda in Ramayana. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmira Puravasini, Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidya Danancha Dehime. Goodbye.